It currently sits at around... What? Are you serious? What is going on? My name is Akasan, and what is up? We are on Twitch right now celebrating over 6,000 followers on Twitch right now. That is an amazing accomplishment. Doing big things, man. I appreciate every one of y'all as we are streaming almost daily now. Based on this coronavirus thing that's been going on, you know, keeps people at home. But I love it because I love to connect with you guys and I love to talk to you guys unedited. But and there's things that I just want to talk about. It keeps my sanity good. You know, it's very easy to get depressed being at home or just being isolated, especially when the winter comes up. So it's things like this that I kind of like to talk about. I want to talk about Demon Slayer as well, the movie that came out, and what's going on with theaters as well. But we're going to talk about Avengers right now because it's a fan actually reminded me, J King, he reminded me that the game it's been 1 month since the Avengers came out. I'm talking about the Square Enix game that came out. And I remember when this game really was on its way out. I remember how it got torn apart early on in the beginning. And you guys did not like my reaction, or a good amount of you guys did not like my reaction to the teaser trailer. But when does everybody ever fully like my reactions? So there are skeptical points. Then I played the demo. I liked it, but there was always the trailers. The marketing was really bad for it, I always felt. But now, just the other day, I read an article about the fact that nobody is playing the game right now. There's barely anybody online. But Charlie Murphy, he posted something, and I'll bring this up for you guys. Marvel's Avengers is Square Enix's second biggest digital launch. Marvel's Avengers player base has been in question for some time. Shortly after the launch, its Steam player numbers were dwindling. It currently sits at around... What? Are you serious? It currently sits at around 2,000 players total on Steam. Okay. That's Steam though. That is Steam. I am very curious about what PlayStation numbers are, because I cannot believe that it's got to be much more on PlayStation. Oh my God. Which is a far cry from the initial 29,000 that started playing it. Still, the game was the bestseller in the United States during September, even beating out nostalgia-driven releases like Super Mario 3D All-Stars and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Are you serious? Wow. It was hinting at the game's core player base primarily being on console. Now, another release on the numbers may have confirmed that suspicion. Crystal Dynamics' first attempt at a game as a server was a hit digitally. According to SuperData, the game has sold 2.2 million digital units in September alone. As such, it is now the second biggest digital launch for Square Enix. It is only beat by this year's Final Fantasy VII Remake. They were even on par with PlayStation 4's exclusive Spider-Man release. Wait, what? What? I don't know about that. Are you serious? No way. I gotta see some of those. I gotta see those numbers, man. All right. They also compare it to the release of other shooters, which puts it between Destiny 2 and Tom Clancy's The Division 2, which is some great company to be in from a sales perspective. These are all great numbers if you consider the controversy surrounding the game. Of course, this does not reflect how many people actively are playing the game. It also doesn't showcase how many purchase skins through microtransactions. Its main selling point was on consoles, being placed behind NBA 2K21 and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 worldwide success. Those are two massive successes of this year, especially NBA 2K's 21 spike after the delayed postseason. Tony Hawk's remake was also a massive nostalgia-driven sale, as pointed out by SuperData, beating out both Crash Bandicoot and Spiral's remakes. Super Mario 3D All-Stars was also the biggest launch for a Mario-related title on the Switch, so we should underestimate the success that is Marvel's Avengers. These sales numbers could bode well for the game once more content is released, as players can jump in with future editions. Still, it depends on Crystal Dynamics, who have been rather back and forth on when we can expect updates. And that is something else to keep in mind with this game, is that it looks like all the updates got kind of delayed. I was just reading an article the other day about the new content and how they delayed it they're just like, yeah, we ain't, like, first they put out an article about how there's not really anybody playing the game, or their numbers are dwindling. Then I read an article that all their updates, the Wakanda update, the Hawkeye update, all of that stuff getting delayed till next year. So it's a little disappointing, because let me put it in my perspective. I liked the game, but the more I played it, the more irritated I got, and because of the fact that it was unpolished.
Get the hell out of there!
Wait, who was that?
Screw this.
Wait, who was that? Who was the bald chick? Wait, you guys saw that, right? Was that supposed to be Kamala? She lost her hair? To be in the climax of the game, or the ending point of the game, getting ready to do this huge ass mission, the final mission, and Captain America's about to make his speech about assembling.
No, they'll kill thousands if we don't stop them.
Then we go to the source.
Oh my god.
And
What
shut
the
it down.
fuck? Ah! What the fuck?
Jarvis, plot a course to San Francisco.
At once, Captain.
What?
Okay.
And this motherfucker's eye is bugging out of his head like some shit out of a cartoon, like an Acme cartoon and shit, trying to be serious. It's a bug. This wasn't supposed to happen. His eye is like bugging out and shit. It just takes you out of the game completely. And that really was annoying to me.
Mr. Stark, hey!
What the fuck? Look at that. She got the fucking trimmers and the shakes. Look at that, man. See, this is, yeah, this is, wow. This is the type of shit that I'm just like, bro, like, come on. Come on, man. Like, I'm not even online. I would get that if, like, I'm supposed to be online. But, yo, man. This is the kind of stuff that really takes me out of the game. Like, how come the Arkham games can, were like, what, 14 years ago, and they still seem like they perform better. Look at that dude in the background. There's the IT guy right now taking notes. Like, what? I'm like, there's no excuse for any of that. Specifically, you know, little glitches here or there, I could be down with. You know, I beat the game, and then Miss Khan, she's up here like twitching and phasing through like she like Michael J. Fox meets the Reverse Flash or some shit. Like it was just so, it was too much, and that left a very bad taste in my mouth in terms of like, do I ever want to go back to this game? Not really. Did I enjoy most of it? Yeah, definitely. Was the story pretty cool? Actually, yes, the story was really dope. Then on top of that, beating the game. Even beating the game, there's a scene, I think, where MODOK, spoilers, where MODOK was supposed to drop into the ocean. My version, that didn't even happen. MODOK was just floating in the air. I'm like, this is not the shit that should be my final memory of this game. You know, this shouldn't be the last remnants of this game. Is just a bunch of buggy glitches. I don't care if a patch was released afterwards. You can't change that memory for you. You can't, I can't take back what I've already seen. You know what I'm saying? So if Rocksteady had put out an inferior product with Arkham Knight like they did on PC, if I ended up playing the PC version of Arkham Knight, I would have said the same thing. Luckily I just got that shit on PlayStation, so it was I was all good then, you know. So they got a lot of work. They got a lot of work to figure it out. And there's been a lot of talk about this, about like, should they just make the game free next year? I personally would not like that because I've already spent money on it. But if they want to, if they want to get me, if they make the game like $10 or something introductory or whatever, and then they give me a free day one character or something like that, or like some sort of spin or take on it. I don't know. If they gave me, if they gave me the MCU skins, that'd be kind of cool. I'd forgive them about that. So they make the game free next year for PlayStation 5. It just completely becomes free to play. But everybody that's bought the game already gets the MCU costumes and hopefully the faces or something like that. Maybe. I'm not saying that that's the main I'm not saying that that's what I want in the game, and that's not what I wanted in the game. I like the story again, but like something, but I definitely think they need to change their idea, because I don't think they're selling anybody on this price point anymore. They're not selling anybody. They're not going to get anybody to buy into this game anytime soon. And them delaying things, putting out the Wakanda levels, I don't think is going to get new people to go all in for this game anymore. So they definitely need to rethink something. Even the Spider-Man thing, including Spider-Man in the PlayStation version, let's just put it this way. By the time they get that Spider-Man to come out, that version of Spider-Man, we're probably going to have the Spider-Man game on its way out, or at least we got the Miles game. So there's already something better we can kind of compare it to, because I can't imagine Spider-Man being as good, Spider-Man in the Avengers game being as good as what we're getting from Insomniac, minus the whole young Peter busting nuts and Black Cat. Okay, so Destiny 2 did make it free to play. So yeah, it may be down the line. I just hope that they give something for the people that actually put money into the game early on. Otherwise, that'd be kind of a dick sort of move. So, yeah. So, okay. Well, Red Dreaded Nation, just let me know what you guys think. The Twitch is speaking up. They're letting you know what they think. It's a lot to read, but let me know what you guys think about all of this. Have you played the game? Are you interested in playing the game? Me as a streamer, that's one of my biggest things, is that my video game purchasing decisions are primarily made on the idea of if I'm going to stream a game day one. The only reason I'm fighting so hard to get a PlayStation 5 pre-ordered somehow, some way, is because I want to be there. I need to be there day one streaming the Miles game. Otherwise, I could be like everybody else. I could wait till next year. Honestly, the PlayStation Pro, I didn't buy the PlayStation Pro until like 6 months or more after. I ended up buying it when the Spider-Man game was released, and then everybody was telling me I should buy the ugly ass Spider-Man PlayStation Pro that came out. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I will buy that Miles one if they ever made it though. Let me know what you guys think, and we will see you guys online on Twitch.